What up, YouTube? It's your sexy goth bad boy, King Cobra JFS, back at you with another video. So, we are making a burger. Okay. So we got some great value Texas toast. Every great burger starts off with some bread. And there we go. Now the first thing we're going to do is toast up our Texas toast. All right. Now we're gonna get our Payne County Rust all meat seasoning. And we're gonna season both sides of our Texas toast. And a little bit on each. There we go. All right. A little bit on each side, just like that. And then we'll walk over to our cooking pan. And we're gonna drop those sides down. Season the side first. And we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of our seasoning on top. All right. Just like that. I'm gonna let that toast up a bit for a bit, and then once we get the toast done, we're gonna make our other ingredient to put on it. Excuse me. Making a burger, drinking a NOS mango. Go ahead and flip our toast. Now while we're getting our toast cooked up, we're going to add, we're adding ramen noodles to our burger, but in a way that you haven't seen me do before. So we're going to take our ramen noodles and check that toast action real quick. Alright, flip it. Now we're going to grab our beef ramen noodles. And we're going to make a bowl of ramen noodles here. Now we're going to incorporate ramen noodles onto our burger. Just wait and see. How is he going to incorporate ramen noodles onto his burger? Oh, wait and see. And then we're going to take our our ramen noodle beef seasoning. Go ahead and just pour it in there. And checking the toast action, give it a flip. Okay. And we're going to add some water to it. Now they got our ramen noodles with our water in there. We're going to microwave it. I'm going to put that in there for 2 minutes, and while our microwave is doing its magic, we're going to come back over here to our toasted bun action. That's done. That toast is done. Okay. Alright, now we're going to add some butter and our beef patty. Alright. Now we're going to need a beef burger patty, so we got our great value beef burgers, 85 lean, 15% fat. Yep, we're gonna take a frozen patty out. There we go. We're gonna reseal it. Stick it back in the freezer. Now we're going to take our same Rust County Payne meat seasoning, and we're going to add, let's set our burger buns to the side real quick, and we're going to add, oh, come on, there we go. Alright. Put a little bit on the top here. Drop on that side first. 1 second. Okay, now we need a fork to stir that up. So, I'm going to set the fork to the side, because we're going to need that fork again to put some butter in our pan, man. Alright. So, what we're going to do now is take this butter, and I want to put a small sliver of it in the center of our pan. Boop. And then we're going to take our beef patty, after that butter is melted into a nice puddle, and take our fork and apply it directly to the heat. Get all that butter nice and melted so it's like a puddle of butter on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to drop our seasoned side, and it's going to be delicious. Alright. Take our patty, drop the seasoned side first, and then where's the, there it is. And then we'll take our seasoning, sprinkle some on top. There we go, it's just a little bit. And then we're going to take the butter, and this small little sliver is going to go on top of our burger patty. And that should be enough butter and grease for our burger and our bacon. Alright, now that our beef is right there cooking up, whoop, go like that. This will prevent the grease from getting everywhere for the most part. Alright, we'll let that cook up. Let's take a look at our ramen noodles, shall we? Oh, we shall. Alright, so our ramen noodles are done. 4 minutes in the microwave was enough. In between 2 minute bursts, like 2 minutes, stir it up. And then another 2 minutes, and they're done. That's looking pretty good. Now we're going to drain some of the broth in these noodles in the sink here. 1 second. Now we're going to leave the broth in here, just a little bit of broth at the bottom here. All right. Those we're going to set to the side for a second. And this burger is going to have bacon, cheese, ramen noodles, egg. What? Eggs, ramen noodles, beef, cheese, and bacon, and Doritos chips. Let's see how he does it. Now I'm going to cook up some bacon to put in with our ramen here. Just give me a second, man. This is a lot of little things you got to do to make it happen. We're going to need a separate bowl here for this other thing we're doing. All right. Subscribe for more awesome cooking videos. What do you guys think? Should we flip our burger patty? I think we shall. Come in here with our spatula. And give it a flip. I'm going to scoop all that buttery melted love to the center there. Okay, back on with the lid. Now after we cook up our beef, we're going to cook up a couple strips of bacon. Go on our burger. Actually, you know what? I don't think we're going to, we'll just cook up 4 miniature slices. That way we can have some for the top of both of our patties. Both of our patties. You'll have to wait and see how this turns out, man. Well, we're not going to need all of these ramen noodles for our burger, just a couple, so I'm going to eat these while I'm waiting. We're definitely not going to need all of these ramen noodles, so we're going to eat a couple. Now I only need enough to make a small patty out of these ramen noodles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix fresh cracked eggs. I'm going to mix them around like you're making an omelet. And then I'm going to take those eggs that are beaten and pour it into the ramen noodle here. And then microwave it and see if the eggs will cook, and it'll create like this egg and ramen noodle patty. All right. We'll have just a little bit of ramen noodles in the bottom for our patty. That should be big enough for a little ramen noodle patty. Speaking of patties, woohoo! That beef patty's almost done. Alright, so we got enough ramen noodles here to make ourselves a little ramen noodle egg patty. Not sure how this is going to turn out, YouTube. Just making it on the spot. Now we got our Texas toast all lined up, ready to go. And we're running to... That beef patty's ready. Okay. Alright, so we are on the start to a potentially delicious bacon cheeseburger. Like I said, I have no idea how this is going to taste, but all we can do is try. Okay. Now into that grease of beef and buttery love, we're going to take, grab our bacon over here. We got some Farmer John thick cut bacon. And we're going to go ahead and open it up with the back of our fork here. That's it. I'll just grab another fork. Okay. Now I want to take and open up our bacon. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take 2 slices of our thick cut bacon and we're going to tear them in half to make 4 smaller slices. Go ahead and close that back up. Put it back in the fridge. Left the fridge open on purpose so I could put it in there without getting any sort of food contamination. Alright. Now I want to take these 2 slices of bacon here. Make 4 smaller slices. Now we got 2 big pieces for our burger. I'll wash my hands real quick. And then 2 smaller pieces that we could break up and put into our ramen noodle. That works. Alright, so I want to dry my hands off and hit that bacon with a little bit of seasoning, and then we're good to go. Alright. So we're going to sprinkle on the Rusk County seasoning. Okay. That's enough seasoning for our burger. And we'll cook up the other half of it here in a second. But it's gonna be a tasty burger. I think. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go ahead and flip that bacon in our pan. Alright. I like my bacon a little chewy, a little bit of crispiness. So I'll let that cook up a bit longer. I want to set our burger patty buns to the side. And we're going to use our fresh clean bowl for this next one. And we're going to take 2 of our grade AA eggs. These are cage free, right there. Cage free AA eggs. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 eggs. If that'll be enough, we'll see. If that'll be enough for our ramen noodles, we'll see. Oh boy. I'm going to check on that bacon real quick. Yep, that bacon's done. Oh, love the smell of bacon. Now, I want to plate our bacon next to the burger here. So that way we can, put it on our sandwich. And, well, when I was splitting up the bacon to be cooked, a couple of the pieces kind of came apart into smaller pieces, which we can use to put into our ramen noodles. All right. Okay, so going forward, we're going to be using the microwave for the rest of our recipe. So before we add the egg, to our ramen noodle, we're going to take our bacon and we're going to crumble it up into our ramen here. And okay, got our bacon on top right there, looking good. And crack our eggs into here. Two might be enough. We'll see how that looks. We'll see how that looks. Okay. Now we're going to whisk our eggs. You know, stir them around. Break the yolks. I think one more egg will do it, just to be on the safe side. Oh wait, before we do the one more egg, let's pour it in first. Alright. I'm going to take those scrambled eggs and pour that right on top of our ramen. Actually, 2 eggs is plenty. That's perfect amount. Okay. Okay. Now we put the eggs back in the fridge. Now, I'm going to take, to show you what this looks like before we microwave it. There it is. We're going to microwave it so the eggs on the inside cook, and then they'll cook with the noodles and the bacon. Oh yeah. Put it in the microwave for 1:44. Now we got 3 big pieces of bacon we can put on our patty. So while that ramen noodle egg mixture is cooking up, we're going to add some cheese to our burger. Okay, so let that do its thing. We got some Gouda cheese. It's Gouda from Serengeti. Not a sponsor. Not sponsored by anyone that I use in this video, just free advertisement. So while our ramen noodle egg bacon patty is cooking up for the top of our burger, we're going to add some cheese and some Doritos. Because what's a burger without some cheese? Not a cheeseburger, exactly. I'm thinking that might have been enough, yeah? Just barely enough. That should be done when it comes out of the microwave. Now, little runny. I'm gonna have a fork. Kind of check it here. I might microwave it for a little bit longer, just because there's like a little bit of liquid right there. So I'm gonna give it another minute because there was a little bit of egg in the center that was kind of liquidy. You want your egg to be cooked all the way through with that. All right, so back to opening this cheese. My hands are a little greasy from the bacon and the beef, so it's slipping. Okay, so we're gonna take there we go. We'll take our slice of cheese and we're going to put it, the Gouda cheese, right there on our beef patty, just like that. And then we're gonna place our bacon on top of our cheese, just like that. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. The egg patty with all the ramen noodles and the bacon. It's cooked, baby. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take another piece of cheese, put it on top of our bacon. Okay, now we got bacon sandwiched between two pieces of cheese. And now we're going to take this big ass ramen noodle. Hot? Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Ah, fuck, that's hot. Okay. Haha. We took our ramen noodle and eggs and bacon and put it right there on top. Put that in the sink to soak. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to add cheese, chips, and cheese in that order. We got some spicy nacho Doritos. Those are pretty good. And now, let's take a look at our burger up close. You see all that? The beef, the cheese, the bacon, ramen noodles, egg patty, and bacon. Oh my god. What do you guys think? If you like cooking videos, subscribe for more. So here's the idea I have for my next bacon cheeseburger. Like I said, I have no idea how it's going to turn out when all said and done. But we'll give it the old try. Okay, I'm going to take another piece of our cheese and place it on top of the bacon and the eggs, just like that. And lo and behold, now we're going to grab our spicy nacho Doritos. And we're going to take a couple of our spicy nacho Doritos and just place it on top of our Gouda cheese. Okay. Just put one more chip on there. Okay, one more. Alright, we got all the chips on there. Beautiful. Those are kind of spicy, but they're not as spicy as some of the other flavors. You already know what time it is. Shout out. Healthy Junk Food, Mythical Kitchen, Joey's World Tour, Ken Domick, Dame Drops. Report of the week. Shout out to all the foodies out there and all my fans who like the cooking videos. Now we're going to take another slice of our Gouda cheese and we're going to place it on top of the chips. And we're going to try to tuck the chips in just like that. Bust it in there and push it down a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to put the cheese away because we no longer need the cheese. We might add some like sauce to it when we're done. Now I want to take the side, the top bun is going to be put to the side. And we're going to scooch the main part of the burger over here this way. Now we're going to put it in the microwave to melt our cheese. Do a 20-second burst. Do little 20-second bursts until the cheese melts. And one more 20-second burst. I'm looking for that texture, YouTube, and you'll know that texture when you see it. Okay. I might microwave it one more time. One more 20-second burst. Yep. Want that cheese to be nice and melted over the top of everything. Okay, now I'm going to take a fresh, clean spoon. And any cheese that might have come off the bun a little bit, and drip it on the side, kind of scoop that up, and there we go. But this is perfect. Like, you see the cheese on top is melted on our chips and our egg and all that. All right. Now I want to add some sauce to it. I'm thinking a nice Hidden Valley Ranch. What do you guys think? Give it a little bit of creaminess. All right. Kind of spread that ranch around. There we go. All right. place the bun on top. Boop. Stick it. Beautiful. There's a sandwich. I want to flip it. Ooh, hot. Hot. There we go. We have a sandwich. We'll let that cool off and we're going to munch into it. Alright, now the reason why I flipped it over is because all that grease from the bacon and the beef is going to soak into that bottom bun. And while it's cooling off, you want to flip it over and let all that grease drain towards the middle of the sandwich. This way, your bun doesn't fall apart as soon as you try to eat it. Ho-ho. Okay, YouTube, we're going to set our burger down over here. Grab our ashtray. Set the camera up. Ho-ho, YouTube, this sandwich is looking good. 41 minutes, not too long of a video. I'll let that cool off for a second. Let that top bun settle so it don't fall apart on us as soon as we go to eat it. Grab ourselves a Mountain Dew to wash down. YouTube, that burger looks fucking-licious. Now, I want to smoke half a cigarette and then we're going to eat it. See the other half when I get done. So grab your smoke. We're about to have a sandwich. Not for under the age of 21. Now I had the idea to mix ramen noodles and eggs onto a burger. Wasn't sure I was going to incorporate it, but microwaving it so the egg becomes a patty, that's the smart way to do it. Sitting here having a Lucky Strike Red 100. Yes, that burger looks delicious, I'm not gonna lie, my mouth is watering just looking at it. Let's see how it tastes. Let me finish half this cigarette first. Now, if you like the cooking videos, hit the like button and subscribe for more. That's about half a cigarette right there. Alright, put half that cigarette out for later. Or after the burger, actually. Yep. Alright. Crack open a Mountain Dew. Now I want to give this burger the flip and the try. Alright, flip it back over here. Look at this, YouTube. This is a monster of a burger. Well, compared to some of my other burgers that I've created, this is actually pretty relatively normal. But enough talking, let's get into eating it. Let's get another bite. I'm not going to be able to eat this whole thing in one sitting. I might have to save some for later because this is a pretty thick burger. But I'll get a couple bites in and let you know what I think. Dude, this burger is tasty. There's that cross section. The eggs and the ramen noodles mixed together, they definitely complement each other. The Gouda cheese, yeah, this is a tasty little burger. Excuse me. Oh, what's Cobra cooking up today? Another fat ass burger, you know it. And then you get the chunks of bacon and eggs working together nicely. Nope. Grab a paper towel so I can wipe my hands. YouTube, this burger's good. And, well, take a couple more bites and save it for later because I'm getting full. No, I haven't made a cooking video in a while, so I figured I'd make one. Eggs, ramen noodles, bacon, beef, cheese, chips, and ranch. Overall, it's not even spicy. It's just packed with lots of good flavor. Look at that cheese pull with the noodle pull. New Cobra Burger. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. YouTube, this burger is de-freaking-licious. The amount of flavor, like the noodles and the eggs, and then like little chunks of bacon mixed in with the eggs and the ramen noodles. Yeah. Would I make this burger again? Abso-flippin-lutely. Mm. I don't know, save this burger for later. Mm. In the fridge. Excuse me. Now, you want to try a new burger recipe, dinner time, I give that burger a go. That was pretty tasty, man. I had a vision for how I wanted that burger to look, and that turned out just perfect. Anyways, tubes. Thank you for watching me make another dank burger. I'll catch you later.